Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge? The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And when you review his performance last week and the game in total, I think that he understands and his team understands they were fortunate to get out there with a victory because he was a little tentative out there and didn't throw a touchdown pass. And if I'm this defense that he's facing in this one, I'm going to bring some pressure early and see if they can get to him. Maybe he's gotten it out of his system, and now he can be a little bit looser and play more to his potential.
An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. Hurts. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
First down, and they go with Swift again to about the 26 here.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now a 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he fires one, but incomplete. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Prescott. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at the 42. Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They toss it down to Pollard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Here's Prescott. That is caught, and he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like it.
Touchdown, Cowboys! CD Lamb, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. In motion left goes Smith.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
They'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. 2nd down. Here's Hurts.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first down throw for Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Josie Jewell.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Back to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag throw.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Prescott now.
Throw is caught by Schoonmaker.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Off the play fake, Prescott. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
From the 21, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. Pushes past him.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Prescott from the gun.
Swinging this out for Pollard. Touchdown! Tony Pollard from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from capturing the lead. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Throw caught by Flowers.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
From the gun, here's Swift to about the 48-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Second and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
Broken tackle. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Let's go.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A quick throw, but incomplete. The Eagles on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This for a fourth quarter lead. The kick by Elliott is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. They go back to Pollard on second down.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Trying to run for it with Pollard.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
2nd and 7.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw is Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He finds Hopkins complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott to throw it. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
To the air again, Prescott.
Right back to Njoku.
Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. On second down, it's Pollard. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
Now Prescott.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys have taken a 4th quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is up to 5. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Hurts and the Eagles now.
Down 21-16. Under a minute 20 to go. It's got to be a touchdown here, and that won't be easy. On the road in the playoffs as they've got it with a first down.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Down to the 10.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
They'll try to run with Swift. And he will get into the end zone. For the moment, it's 2 points, but there is a flag down. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Hurts will throw.
It's complete. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And this is caught, and it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Now it's the Cowboys' turn, trailing by 3 after the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A little over 50 seconds remaining. Their sold-out crowd is behind them. They need at least a field goal to tie as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here comes 2nd down.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Prescott.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at it. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Now Dak completes to Njoku, and they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in there by Cooks.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this one is right down the middle. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. Tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Looking downfield for Jones. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
what a game this has been, and now overtime will decide who goes on to play in the NFC Championship. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it after the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
They are into field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Playoff football at its best. Remember, a touchdown on this drive isn't a game winner as they work on 2nd down here. On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Elliott is good, and they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. They'll run for it with Pollard, and he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
To throw, Prescott.
And that's complete to Cooks. Fights through, and now a crease.
And you just had the feeling when they took the field for this drive, they meant business. They knew a field goal would keep the game going, but a touchdown would end it here in overtime. And that nearly did it right there. What a play to put them in position to win this ball game.
Elliott. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
A great game, partner. A spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out. That type of a game takes it all out of us as well, not just the guys on the field. What a tremendous finish. And as you noted, were they going to go and try and get 3 and keep the game going? And that wasn't good enough for them. They got the touchdown, and that's why we're able to say goodbye.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.